Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, back for another set of Prox Guide of Ori and the Will of the Wisps. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we did some more exploration throughout here in Inkwater Marsh. We did get a brand new map to be able to see some more stuff around within this place that needs to happen. And we did go and use a little bit of some of our currency to get that said type of map. And also, as well, can't forget about getting a brand new special ability upgrade from this guy over here known as Ophet, I believe. And no, this guy works around with anything ability related for Ori, but later on we will be meeting up with another set type of mark guy that will be able to go and do spirit shard upgrades, so we'll be able to get a little bit of some more specialized stats within the way of what the spirit shards that we're going to be picking up with. So hopefully with our type of one that we actually do have activated on Ori right now, which that is basically taking like 10% less amount of damage, maybe we can go and get an upgrade at some point later and maybe kind of boost that up a little bit more and take a little bit more damage, well less damage I should say, from the said type of enemies there. No, I don't think we really want to take more damage than what we actually do need to do, even though that you could actually go and do that if you want to as well, because we do have that other set badge for that there. But we are going to be meeting up with Talk once again. I know that we haven't really seen him for quite some time now, but we are going to be meeting up with him around over here at some point to get a little bit of some extra information that we are going to have to go and look for some specialty eye stones if we need to go and continue onwards with the progress of what we do need. Kwolok Hollow is going to be the next big area that we're going to have to start reaching off into with, and before we can even go and head off into that Kwolok Hollow, there is going to be a brand new type of upgrade for Ori that we're going to have to be picking up with, and that is going to have to be known as the Spirit Arc. Basically, it's a bow and arrow upgrade, and we're going to have to go and use it because there's going to be some sort of situations of different puzzles that we are going to have to go and use to hit some different switches to get them all activated. And I do have to say, I do really love the puzzles in here of Ori. It's really fun. That's why I really did enjoy with things of like Metroid and Castlevania, having those type of puzzles there. And again, if you guys don't know, this game is a Metroidvania type game, so I will be bringing up kind of like a little bit of like some different type of little gimmicks here and there, because that's kind of how the Metroid and Castlevania games kind of work, is that they always like to put like a crazy amount of puzzles into here and kind of get your mind working a little bit. But here we are. We got ourselves with Ku, and it looks like Ku is going to be running for the said feather, while Ku is like completely lost out there. Yeah, at least we kind of know our main type of way so far. Even though that still, even in the time of this type of video here, I still don't really know too much about with it. So I'm not like going and delving into anything type of like my own type of like researching and looking up on other things that I'm missing throughout the game, because I'll find it out by myself. You know, like we have a map, it's a much bigger type of map, and even if we go and get like a brand new type of like extra upgrade for any of the maps to kind of see some more of what all the other places are going to be all about, it will give us all the different things that are going to be there anyways, so don't really need to go and do any type of researching at all. But there we go, going to open up with the lever there, and it's going to go and bring all this water down, so no more poison water, because I know that that is not good at all. And if you just literally just touch your foot right onto that poison water, it will start to injure all of your health bar that is going on, which that is not good. So yeah, so as you guys do go and see from our map, since we went and bought the new upgrade from there for Inkwater Marsh, we do have a tree that is going to be somewhat down there. So that does mean that we have an upgrade that we are going to have to go and use later on throughout here. So yeah, those are those set type of drop down enemies there that basically are like somewhat of like an electrode. They'll just explode on you if you're not careful. So yeah, so as you guys go to see here, we got some of those type of eyeball switches. Basically for right now, there's nothing that we really can't go and do, but you will get to figure out that later that those type of eye switches are going to help us get on out of here. Because like if we don't actually go and do this right away, we'll be completely stuck. So yeah, we do have that that special smash hammer that we went and got as an ability there from before, but we'll probably use that for another time. So head down below here, and as you guys go see, we got ourselves with an energy cell fragment. So collect one more, and we can get ourselves with another one of those energy cell fragments to keep on using more of our magic type of stuff that's going to happen here. So don't go and use too much amount of it, because we are going to have to go and do quite a bit of different things within this said type of other set of spirits of different weapon of attacks that we're going to have to go and do. Majority of the time it's going to be with going and using the bow and arrow. So yeah, with all these different eye switches here, it will give us like different little clues for us to keep on heading up a little bit more into the area. But again, those flying enemies are back, so we're just going to keep on knocking them around as best as we can. And there we go, already went and knocked them out, and we are done there. So yeah, so as you guys go see, there is two different type of pathways. Both of them will hold out on both of the set eyes. So right now we're just going to have to go and just head directly over here, it looks like. So this should be, I want to say, the last of the different eyeballs here, because it seems like we already must have picked up with one of them out here so far. So there we go, and just like that, we'll throw the two different eye stones right here. Wake up this guy. He's going to open up his mouth there, and we'll be able to head on inside there. So here we are now in Kwolok's Hollow. There's going to be probably a whole bunch of stuff that's going to happen throughout here, but we got ourselves with, I think his name is Twillen here. So yeah, he is the spirit shard upgrader guy. So anything that you've went and collected out here so far throughout the way of the Inkwater Marsh, you can actually be able to go and upgrade those if you do need. So, but for right now, we can't really go and do anything about with all of these because they all are going to be costing quite a bit of some cash. So yeah, for right now, we're basically kind of broke at this point since we already went and did some of our abilities from before. But yeah, if we ever do come back at some point, and if we do start returning back here to this type of beginning area, we'll make sure that we'll go and talk back to Twillen again. So, alright, so now this is where our spirit arc is going to become majorly important throughout here. So, just make sure that you keep on shooting down all these type of frog type of switches that are here, and they'll be able to help us out big time. And try to reach all the way up there, because it is going to go and retract itself back, which that can get a little bit annoying, and that's how you'll be able to lose more of your magic as you go along. But not to worry, you should be able to go and find a whole bunch of other type of recharging of all that stuff later as well too. But yeah, here comes another one of those guys, just going to make things even more of a problem than it needs to be. Now, there's going to be one particular puzzle that will be showing up here in Kwolok's Hollow that can be a little bit tricky coming on into this. I know that since it was my first time going on into this type of particular way, I know that was a little bit annoying, but it is a certain type of block puzzle that's going to happen, and you are going to have to use the different type of frog switches to at least guide the rock into where you need to go for a special type of door to get accessed and opened up. But yeah, so just watch out for the spikes, because there's plenty of those around over here. And it looks like we can actually go and move a little bit more downwards here, so that's always nice to see. And now, just like what we were going to do from before, just keep on moving around. Now, this one we're going to have to be a little bit careful, because I don't think we can really go and do too much around within this way, even though that we do have that. And it seems like that type of ice switch is a little bit different, because I think we're going to have to lower down some sort of water for that. So we'll have to come back to that for another time. We're going to head up into this type of pullway here. And now this is where the rock puzzle actually begins. So you'll actually want to go and start off with the first frog switch that's just right up here. This will actually bring down the rock all the way down to here. And now what we're just going to have to go and do is actually pull this rock all the way towards into where a nice, good, safe, comfortable spot where one of the other frog switches will be able to get access to it. So we don't really want to hit the one that's right in front of us right there, but we do want to hit the other one that's a little bit on the topwards way. So now what we could go and do is actually leave the rock up here, and now we could go and shoot the other one that was originally right on top of us. But now we're going to go and literally hit it now. There, and now we're going to have to go in and hit this type of switch here. Bring that one back. This one will now open up now. And there we go. And just like that, we now finally have that whole switch with the door now finally being activated, and we could do the rest of the other exploration from here. And yes, and more of those flying enemies are going to be coming back again, so have to be really careful, or else we will be getting ourselves into a major game over. And And oh yes, the purple guys are back again as well too. And it's pretty nice because it seems like just having this type of blade here is just going to be perfect just to go and kind of do a lot of like outside damage towards those guys if they're a little bit further away. Alright, so we're going to have to jump up like that, and there we go. All been taken care of. And it looks like, I think that type of plant down there could be some sort of type of regeneration of like your type of blue magic type of parts that are here. So if you're running low on your bow and arrow attacks. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make it right away. We're going to have to do it again. Alright, there we go. And just like that, it looks like there has been another switch that is going to get lowered down here. And just like that, we now can go and finally deepen a little bit much further down into here. But this is where we are going to have to come into a time of an end of the episode for today. But thank you guys so much for going and checking out here with our time of Ori, Will, and the Wisps. And we'll see what we could go and do around within more of what the Kwolok's Hollow is going to entail around within here.